It's not just the worst flooding the Peguis First Nation has seen. It's the fact that the Fisher River now spills its banks every few years, 5 times in the last 16 years.
Our planning as far as the critical infrastructure, we're backfilling roads, making sure accessibility.
Chief Glenn Hudson says they're sandbagging and getting people to safety. But the traditional response in this country to evacuate and rebuild does not recognize that climate change will bring more flooding to deal with.
We are very clearly seeing the increase in the inundation as well as the water depth all across the country.
Right now, the Peguis First Nation is confronting devastating floodwaters, but roads are also flooded in northwestern Ontario, with evacuations along James Bay. Rising waters are forcing people from their homes in Hay River, Northwest Territories. And in BC, heavy snowmelt could lead to floods in several regions, notably from North Thompson to the Upper Fraser and in the most northern parts of British Columbia. In BC this spring, there is a lot of snow yet to melt in the mountains, and the latest forecast suggests major floods could come in June.
The risk is that because of the delayed snow melts, all of the elevations of snow, the low, the mid, and high, all melt simultaneously, and we end up seeing rapid peaks and rises in the rivers.
Canada is a nation of rivers and lakes, and there will be more water where people live in the future. For Peguis First Nation, Western University modeling suggests current conditions along the Fisher River will look like this 100 years from now because of climate change.
More area is going to be kind of covered by the floods in the future. The cost of rebuilding at the same location is going to be very high.
In Manitoba, some communities are protected by a ring dike, but for the small, spread-out people of Peguis First Nation, there is only immediate relief. What it wants is infrastructure and a permanent solution.
That's their home, that's their livelihood, and it's a place they built of solace. So, they want to protect that.
Peguis is not alone. Over time, more and more Canadians will face flooding, and governments will have to do more than just keep rebuilding. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.